Oh, bloody hell, we got body camera footage that was just released by LAPD that shows an anti-ICE protester who wanted to confront the LAPD officers. The protests had already escalated into riots before this body camera footage begins, which is why the officers were giving commands. Let's rewind to the beginning of the body camera footage and see what really went down.
Let's go.
LAPD is giving lawful commands for the crowd to move forward. This particular protester had the bright idea to challenge the officers. A bold move that will never work in his favor. This guy thinks he's the star of a bloody Hollywood action film.
Rubber bullets. Big mistake.
In his delusional mind, that's how he pictured this going, but he's about to get a brutal dose of reality.
You want to serve your community? Get the fuck off! Get the fuck off! It ain't working!
Buddy, you could have just kept walking and gave up the tough guy act, but instead, you chose to taste the asphalt and end up in the hospital. There's never a situation where it's worth confronting a squad of police officers in riot gear, unless you are literally Dwayne Johnson in a Fast and Furious film.
Pass and arrest team. Right here, this one right here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Now we've got the POV of the officer who actually made the arrest. You can see the female officer on the left doesn't even know who they are supposed to be arresting, but she's about to figure it out very quickly. The suspect could have gone home with his riot buddies, but instead he decided to catch some charges and a pretty bad injury.
Stop resisting!
The officer keeps repeating the same command to the suspect to stop resisting. It's unclear based on this angle if he was actually resisting or not. Based on what the officer is saying, it sounds like the suspect is not allowing them to put the handcuffs on him. We'll have to keep watching to know for sure.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Give me here. Give me a sec. I got it. Stop resisting!
I got it.
You're under arrest. Stop resisting. You're under arrest. Stop resisting. You're under arrest. Stop resisting.
I am not resisting.
Here, the suspect is clearly stating that he is not resisting, which is actually very smart of the suspect. He sounds very calm, and at this point he's well aware that he can't win this fight. From a legal perspective, it's definitely in his best interest to state out loud that he is not resisting, as his lawyer will likely try to use that to sue the police for excessive force. Whether they actually win that lawsuit or not, I have no idea. I'm just analyzing things as I see them occur.
Stop resisting, sir! Stop fighting the officers!
I am not fighting the officers.
Yep, I got it. Hey, do a quick pat down on him before we hand him off. Do a quick pat down before we hand him off. What was in here? Yeah. Yeah. Why are you standing there, man? Ready? Stand up. 1, 2, 3, go.
After being arrested, Bill complained of pain to his finger. Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded and transported Bill to a local hospital to be treated for the complaint of pain to his finger. While there, medical staff determined that Bill's finger was broken and the injury would require surgery. As a result, Bill was admitted to the hospital for further treatment.
The suspect suffered a broken finger and required surgery, which for this situation is actually a relatively minor injury. However, from a legal perspective, this injury and surgery can be used as damages in a lawsuit against the police for excessive force if a court determines that the police did in fact use an excessive amount of force. Let me know if you think this use of force was necessary or excessive in the comments.
Let's go, leave the area! Come on, sir, leave the area! 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 Leave the area!
Wow, from this camera angle we can clearly hear this officer repeatedly giving commands to the suspect, and the suspect is blatantly ignoring them and getting in the officer's face. This will not do the suspect any favors in court.
Leave the area! Leave the area! Leave the area! You want to serve your community? Leave the area! Leave the area! Leave the area!
Department policy defines any force option which results in an injury requiring hospitalization as a categorical use of force. In accordance with that policy, LAPD's Force Investigation Division assumed investigative responsibility for this incident upon learning of the initial determination that Bill required hospitalization as a result of the injury likely sustained during the incident. Bill was arrested and issued a release from custody citation for failing to disperse from a scene of a riot and for willfully resisting a peace officer. Daniel Bill is a 30-year-old resident of Los Angeles.
This is the lieutenant of LAPD explaining the situation and explaining how they determine use of force. LAPD didn't even use rubber bullets on the suspect. They use foam that causes pain but doesn't penetrate the skin, which would explain why the suspect didn't seem to care about being shot.
Los Angeles Police Department Metropolitan Division officers were assigned to a protest in the downtown area of Los Angeles and had established a skirmish line. The officers were moving an unruly crowd south on Alameda Street toward Temple Street. Several uncooperative protesters refused to leave the area and confronted officers on the skirmish line. After several commands to leave, a suspect failed to cooperate by physically resisting and challenging officers.
Let's go.
One of those suspects was later identified as Daniel Bill. Officers used a combination of baton techniques and various less lethal munitions on Bill with no effect. Officers then used a team takedown to take Bill into custody without further incident.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to catch my next video.